we both want you to do is sit back, relax, take it nice and easy, because we're going to show you the Gold Coast and Surfers Paradise like nobody else can. Absolute glorious day today. Couldn't expect any better, especially for Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all the dads we've got on board. Out on the water, it is glassy smooth. The only problems we have are the 30-40 foot cruisers going past us. That's the only waves we're going to get today, but it is absolutely glorious. The old 415 tour is the best during the day. You know, the main reason is because we get to see the sunset as we cruise down the Broadwater. So sit back, relax and enjoy, because we're going to show you the Gold Coast and Surfers Paradise like nobody else can.
The Aquabus, how is everyone today? Good?
Very good.
Excellent. Well, Frank's right, you have chosen a really good time to go on a cruise on the Broadwater. It's a beautiful day today. We're going to go check out some of the sights here on the Gold Coast. But before I tell you what sights we are going to see today, I'd like to go through a few safety precautions. As part of marine transport requirements, we have flotation. To our right here, you'll see part of the beautiful Surfers Paradise beach. And looking out now, I think you can understand why it is well renowned. The Gold Coast stretches out for 57 kilometres of sandy golden beaches. And we do also have some very beautiful hinterlands here on the Gold Coast, some of which of our rainforests are World Heritage listed. It's certainly worthwhile to throw in your backpack and your walking shoes and doing some exploring on one of the tracks there. Around 28 degrees during the summertime.
Looks like we got peak hour traffic.
Yeah, it's a bit crowded at the moment. Yeah, we say they might go down another road.
Go down another road?
Yeah, and hear that.
Okay. Stay to it.
Hey.
Enjoy your beautiful weekend.
Check any of the hotels up here.
You may have heard of the Gold Coast Indie Carnival, which happens every October. We just passed the start and finish lines. Have a look on the road there on the other side for some breaths. Last year we had a record crowd of almost 300,000 people come to this 4-day event. Although it did rain on the last day, some of you might have remembered. Tedder Avenue is also known as the Glitter Strip here on the Gold Coast. This is the place to be seen. There's lots of trendy cafes and restaurants, so if you guys are wanting to go somewhere for dinner tonight, you might want to try some of the restaurants here.
We're not very trendy.
We have seen some famous people wine and dine here, so keep your eyes peeled, you might see somebody. Yacht Club have recently spent just over $1 million on refurbishing their restaurant, and they have a beautiful timber deck there, so you can have a coffee and a meal and look at the yachts there. Also a very popular place to have some private functions for birthdays and wedding receptions. And to other and surveillance on the waters, they also administer a shark control program just to ensure it's safe for swimming and surfing here at our Gold Coast beaches. Well, the Golden Door
That's where we're going later.
There's also a spa and a sauna there.
Where?
Right there, Hogsworth Cafe.
Grand entrance of Palazzo Versace. It's the first one of its kind in the entire world. We'll actually be passing it on the water, so we'll tell you a little bit about it later. Over on the other side, this is a beautiful resort called the Sheraton Garage. It was built by Christopher Skase's company called Quintex. If you get a bird's eye view of the Sheraton Garage, such as being up in a helicopter, you'll be able to notice it was built in the shape of a crab. I'd like to ask you all, please remain seated and to hold on to the little ones. I'm going to walk around in a few moments once the Aquabus has stopped and just show you exactly where to hold on so we have a nice safe transition into the water.
As Sept has already mentioned, please make sure you do remain seated. Any youngsters, make sure that you've got somewhere nice and secure to hang on to. Perhaps one of the white poles or white ropes, the seat in front of you. Make sure that your feet are in front of you, not under your seat. Just make sure you're a little bit more secure that way. Now the Aquabus and Aqueduct Management sent out a memo earlier this week. They were saying that they will pay a driver and also a guide $5 extra each tour if they wet the passengers on the bus. Now, my hours have been a little bit shy, that's why I'm driving. Now for those people that aren't behind the glass, this would be a good time to take a big deep breath and hold your noses. Not until this guy gets his boat on the trailer anyway, because I don't think he'd like to be swamped at this time of the afternoon.
Alright, hold on.
Now that's the way we like to enter the water with the Aquabus.
You guys get wet.
Anyone get wet?
Yeah, you got a few people wet.
My bonus, you beauty!
I think it's $15.
Bus was built right here on the Gold Coast and it's made up of many different parts down the Dobson. With a propeller and a rudder. The wheels have no function except to steer. Like you need a commercial boat licence, a bus driver's licence. Just on about 200 metres on the shore and actually making another entry to man-made island, put in front of the man-made mouth of the seaway. This is to stop the large swell which comes through. Enjoy some of the secluded beaches. Some of the beaches are so secluded, you can either go skinny dipping. Tunnel that you ride, you will have the sharks. Towards Fraser Island to give birth, and on the Seawall helicopters were actually one of the commercial areas we've got on the Gold Coast, and it's one of the oldest areas as well. It was at the Labrador. Now over a right-hand shoulder, looking at the high-rises off in the distance. It's also got Rabina Town Centre, another 220, but the place... Cost us $250 million.
Very close to it, yeah.
There's 72 private your deck is called. So please don't let the Versace range at $6. I know that sounds expensive, but the couple of native bird and the plant-free art galleries, you'll find artists like Arthur Boyd, Brett Whiteley. You can find certain articles in your bag when you get home. You don't know how they give up. It's about $200. You can see the floating chapel. It's called Our Lady on the Sea. Now it's an 18... Well, they can arrive by Aquabus. So there's a good insensible and more calmer waters on your own. Be a place to do so. But if you're after a cheaper alternative and a place, look over on the Gold Coast Bridge, over here on our right hand side, you'll see left the nets there, so they've got somewhere nice and safe.
$10. And all
I'll point out a couple of million dollars, and we look a bit more about them. That's a good thing or a bad thing. This back over here, it looks more like an office building, but it is.
coming up on our right here, you'll see this beautiful Spanish house here. It's built on 2.5 blocks of land. The end block there is dedicated to a very nice garden. Now this gives you an idea of what it's like to be a theme park owner out of hours. So this house here was built for Keith Williams, who began SeaWorld, and then he later sold it in 1993 to John Longhurst, who created Dreamworld. The Longhurst family then sold this home 4 years ago for $3.9 million. The new owner barely got unpacked before he realised he couldn't fit his boat underneath the bridge ahead of us. And because the boat was worth a lot more than the house, he decided to sell the house and made quite a loss. Now, I think the most interesting feature of this house here is that the doors to the master bedroom are bulletproof. I suppose you wouldn't want to know what happened inside those doors.
The trees there, it's got the black colours on roof, timber finishings out the front. He sold the company at the beginning of the year for $180 million. Just after he sold the company, he built this property here, which cost him $9 million to complete. An open land close to home. Now there's very restricted where you can land a helicopter here on the Gold Coast. So this is one of only 5 planes.
He also owns a vacant block of land next door. Now every second day he gets a great offer to get this land off his hands, but he simply refuses. You're not going reason, he uses that block of land as an exercise yard for his 2 dogs. Now this works out to be about $1.9 million worth of exercise yard for his 2 very lucky, nice, big, smooth little dogs. Over to our right here, the sky looks a lovely orangey pink. Sun's about to set just behind the mountains there. There's a lot of, there's a few wineries over there in the hinterlands that you might want to have a look at sometime and taste test some of their wines. I hear they are quite good. What we call Thrill Seekers Corner. There are lots of scary rides here. One of them called the Slingshot, in which you up into a capsule, you do it with someone else as well, and you get shot up into the air 80 metres doing 130 kilometres an hour. It's very scary. I don't think I'm game enough to do it. I hear there's also a video camera in there just to film every painful expression that goes through your face while you're on it. Great. $400 million complex, this one. It's quite new. There's also 3 towers being built. These wide footpaths over here were designed this way to recreate a seaside village atmosphere. Just before we turn into Orchard Avenue, I'll let you know what the shopping hours are here on the Gold Coast. From Monday to Saturday, it's 9 AM to 5:30 PM. And on Sundays, it's 10:30 AM to 4 PM. Our late night shopping is Thursday nights. Around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they sell lots of arts and crafts made by the locals. It's quite nice to have a stroll over there before or after dinner. Well everyone, Frank and I hope you've enjoyed your Aquabus safari. How was it? Did you guys have fun? Yeah! Excellent, I'm glad to hear that. Now in a few moments time we'll be walking down those stairs. Do take your time, it is a little bit steep, so hold on to the ropes attached to the side. Don't forget to take your complimentary postcard off you once you've reached the bottom of the stairs. It was a pleasure having you all on board. Thank you very much and do enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you.